forests of the world are awake, living systems that sense and respond to the world around them. The next time you look at a tree, you might find that tree is looking right back. Scientists are finding out that trees and forests are way more aware than we ever thought. Even though the world is huge, it's the tiniest organisms that make the biggest difference. Beneath the forest floor, there's an entire hidden world. A giant web of roots and fungi connecting the trees together in ways we are only just now beginning to understand. This underground web is called a mycorrhizal network. It's a partnership between fungi and trees that helps both survive. The fungi help trees get nutrients, and the trees share sugars they make from sunlight. This teamwork allows the trees to communicate and support each other, creating a network that's vital for the whole forest. Forest ecologist and professor at the University of British Columbia, Suzanne Simard, says that these networks don't just share nutrients. They work a lot like a brain. Just like our brain is made up of cells that send and receive signals, the plants in a forest, connected by this underground fungal web, can sense, react, remember, and adapt to their surroundings. This network lets trees share resources, send signals, and work together in ways that seem pretty smart. A mycorrhizal network is an underground web of roots and fungi that links trees together. It's like the forest's secret communication system. The fungi and trees help each other out in a symbiotic relationship, meaning both sides win. The fungi help trees get nutrients like water and minerals that would be hard to reach on their own, while the trees provide the fungi with sugars. This network is super important because it helps both the fungi and the trees thrive, keeping the whole forest healthy and strong. Dr. Suzanne Simard has been studying these underground networks for years. She believes that they do more than just swap nutrients. She thinks they act kind of like a brain. Our brains are made of neurons, which are special cells that send and receive messages. These neurons are grouped together in networks that help us think, react, and control what we do. Dr. Simard's research suggests that these underground webs of fungi and roots work in a similar way. Different parts of the forest can send and receive signals, sharing information about their surroundings. Instead of sending electrical signals, like our brains do, trees send chemical signals through this underground web. For example, if one tree gets attacked by pests, it can warn the others through this network. Those other trees can then prepare by making chemicals and enzymes that protect them from the same pests. There's also new evidence that trees, and even the whole forest, can have memories. Memory is when something remembers past events and uses that information later, like when you study for a test or practice a skill. To see this in action, let's visit the Pacific Northwest, where salmon swim up rivers to lay their eggs. When salmon die, animals like bears drag them into the forest to eat. But the nutrients from these salmon don't just help the bears, they also feed the trees. The salmon nutrients, especially nitrogen, seep into the ground, and the fungi carry them to trees deep in the forest. Trees then store these nutrients in their rings, creating what Dr. Simard calls a salmon memory. Over time, this helps trees remember past salmon seasons. They even use this memory to shade the river and keep the water cooler, making it better for future salmon. Together, we've witnessed the profound discoveries of Suzanne Simard and her peers in forestry research. We've learned that the forest is aware. The majestic and interconnected relationship between the plants and trees of the forest and their underground network of fungi creates one dynamic, thoughtful organism. This relationship allows the forest to, just like the brain of an animal, react to threats and remember the changing seasons. So, next time you find yourself in the woods, looking up at the towering trees that rule their domain, remember, their brains are right below your feet, and they might just be watching you too. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. And stay tuned for future videos so you don't miss out on the exciting scientific discoveries happening every day.